Imagine, for a moment, that you're standing at the edge of a vast, bustling city. Lights, glitter, cars, rumble, distant voices fill the night air. Everywhere you look, life is happening. People streaming out of subway stations, lovers making promises under fluorescent streetlights, someone weeping on a bench. All of it, the joy and the sorrow, the mundane and the miraculous, woven together in a tapestry that stretches on and on. Now, imagine someone walks up to you and asks, "Would you like to join all of this?" But there's a catch. You can only answer after you've already arrived. That's the thought experiment at the heart of a quietly provocative idea, that bringing another person into existence, having a chalice and tea, just a personal decision. For some, it's the world's oldest moral dilemma. It starts with a simple observation. None of us ever asked to be born. And yet, before we take our first hesitant breath, our lives are already set in motion. We'll face headaches and heartbreak, stubbed toes, headaches, anxiety about the future, maybe even existential dread. It's unavoidably a world built on both hardship and happiness, but hardship all the same. To some, that's just the way things are, the cycle of life. But there are those who look at the whole process and say, "Wait, isn't it odd? ISNT, it's strange that we bring someone into this unpredictable game where the stakes are everything without their say." These thinkers, known as have gathered throughout history, sometimes quietly, sometimes with philosophical funfair. Their argument, it goes something like this. To create a child is to impose upon them all the struggles of existence. They argue, quite simply, that existence isn't optional. It's enforced, and no matter how loving, how careful their parents, every child is forced to play the game of life blind, without their own consent. Before joy, before pain, there is simply no choice. It's a radical stance, one that upends the story society likes to tell, that having children is the natural, even the moral, thing to do. Carrying on the legacy, building the future. Around you, the city keeps buzzing. Generations stack on generations, dreams built atop old dreams. For most, this is the rhythm of the world. But zoom in, and the argument sharpens. Suppose you're thinking of bringing a new person into the world, a son, a daughter, a child, to love and teach. You hope their life will be good, that they'll find meaning, friendship, laughter. But can anyone guarantee that? For many, life is a parade of obstacles, illness, disappointment, misunderstanding, tragedies both large and small. To the antinatalist, it's an impossible gamble inviting someone to a party they never asked to attend, knowing full well there's no way to rescind the invitation. There's a seriousness, even a solemnity, in this line of thought. It doesn't deny that beauty exists: sunrises over city rooftops, the taste of cold water after a run, the sound of music in the dark. It simply insists that suffering is written into the contract, impossible to ignore. That, for every moment of joy, there is the specter of loss lurking close behind. And for some, that flips the equation. Rather than celebrating new life, they question if it's right to subject an unwitting someone to the weight of existence itself. Yet, in the broader conversation, others push back. They point out that, just as suffering is guaranteed, so too is possibility, resilience, discovery, love. They remind the antinatals that life's unpredictability carries not just danger, but wonder, 1,000 little stories, none of them possible without birth. That to refuse life is, perhaps, to refuse the unknown triumphs woven through suffering. And so, the debate circles on, is it kindness to spare future generations the challenge of existence, or a loss to deny them the chance to dance in this messy, sometimes magnificent world? If you stand, just for a moment, above the city, you'll see all sides: people laughing, fighting, loving, breaking, healing, hoping. All of them, once, were given life, without being asked. All of them, in one way or another, make sense of what was thrust upon them. There's no easy answer. The city doesn't stop. For every person questioning the morality of birth, there are 1,000 lullabies being sung, 1,000 vows silently made, to try, through all the risks and struggles, to bring someone a measure of happiness, to offer what joy we can, despite the guarantee of pain. And somewhere inside the question lies a simple truth. None of us picked our beginning, but what we do with the middle, and maybe just, maybe how we shape the next chapter is still ours to decide.